These are the Soundpeats Breezy over-the-ear earbud headphones. Now, why would I be interested in these? Well, if you look in my ears, I've got hearing aids on both sides. I bet you didn't know that. We're going to talk about how I could use these and how you might be able to use these in not only if you're hearing impaired, but if you need to hear your surroundings for safety reasons. And if that sounds important to you, keep watching because you're watching Blue Collar Guy. Okay, we're back. So I was pretty excited when this company contacted me with these because I don't wear the in-the-ear earbuds. This will work in conjunction with my hearing aids. Now, some people would say to me, well, why didn't you get the Bluetooth hearing aids where you can link them with your phone and you can hear music? I own those. They cost about $2,500 each. They're very expensive. And I don't use them so much anymore. Do you want to know why? Because you either have a choice. You can listen to music, you can take a phone call, but you cannot hear your surroundings at the same time. At least not with the models that I had. And I'm sure that if they did make a model like that, they would be extraordinarily expensive because when you're talking about professional hearing aids, the price goes up and up. So if you're in the same boat as me and you're just a regular blue collar person and you don't want to fork over a bunch of money for a very expensive hearing aids, or maybe your insurance covers the hearing aids but not the Bluetooth adapter. So if you're familiar with a hearing aid company called Resound, they make hearing aids. If you want to connect them to your TV, you got to buy modules. These modules are expensive and you have to buy them separately. They cost a lot more than a pair of these do, that's for sure. So let's go to the downward shot. We're going to unbox these and see what you get. And we're going to see how they can work with what I have. So here we have the Soundpeats Breezy earbuds. And I'm going to just flip this over. We're going to take a look at the box first. These ones are in black. I guess they come in different colors. They have a 12mm driver. Let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Nope, that is not zooming in more. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Okay, that's about as close as we can get. So 12mm dual magnetic driver, dual microphone noise cancellation, and 40 hours of playtime. So we're just going to go back to me really fast. Okay, so it says they have noise cancellation, but it's not going to be noise cancellation in that it totally blocks everything out because these are not a sealed unit. What it's going to do is try to reduce the amount of ambient noise coming in, but it's going to be very limited in that fashion. But you don't need that anyway if you're trying to use these for safety reasons, because you kind of want to hear what's going on around you. That is the whole purpose of having the over-the-ear style earbuds to begin with. I might not even activate that feature. I'm sure that they've added it for a reason, for very specific use cases, but for me personally, it wouldn't really apply given the fact that I'm hearing impaired already. So let's go back down and let's get these out of the box. So we're going to, let me just go here and actually, there we go. And we're going to undo this. The packaging isn't that bad. It's pretty good actually. I guess it's more of a premium style packaging, something fairly common with earbuds these days. And it looks like they've gotten some kind of they have gotten an award here by VGP. And I would imagine, oh, here we go. So they have a magnetic clip. And you simply undo this. There's the UPC code. Get rid of this. Take them out of their packaging. And they come in this case. Stylistic type of case. It's got USB-C charging for the case. And looks like there is probably an instruction manual in here. And cables and connectors, of course, so that you can connect it with the USB-C. So pretty standard stuff on that, but very nice packaging. So good gift box if you're giving this away to somebody. And it looks like they have an app on the Google Play Store. That's probably to adjust the EQ, that sort of thing. And your warranty, and we've got warranty, Google Play Store. We've got some stickers. Looks like we have stickers of the Panda Bear. Okay, I'm gonna go back to me for a quick sec. So, if you're always wanting to know why you see Panda Bear on a lot of products that come from China, is because the Panda Bear is very, it's coveted over there as far as products go. I've seen e-bikes with the name Panda. I've seen lots of products with the name Panda. So don't be alarmed if you see Panda on everything, because you have to understand the culture to understand why they like putting the Panda Bear. So go back down to the downward shop. Here's a user guide. And we will see how well the user guide looks for in English. They're using a lot of pictographs. So let me just see here. Okay. So it looks like they're touch sensitive on the sides. And here and here. So you can take phone calls by the looks of it. They have a microphone if you can take phone calls. You can use them for gaming. And this would probably be the noise cancellation mode. And it says here, and the instruction comes in several languages. Looks like we have French over here, so I can understand that, but you probably wouldn't. That looks like German. And this looks like English over here. So you can, you place them in the charging box to recharge them. And the flip, if you can also do them, you can pair them mode manually if you want to pair them manually. And what else do we got here? Wearing them, they're adjustable. And here is what the indicator light tells you. So less than 20%, it indicates a red, and it looks like there's a light on the back of this or on the front of this. Yes, there's an indicator light. If you see that in the red, yellow, green is 70 to 99%, and solid green is 100%. So let's take a look at that, shall we? And see what we have here. Okay, and I'm going to just open them up. And it says I have a solid green, so that means they're charged 100%. And if I close that, solid green, that means they came with a 100% charge. That's good to know. This is what they look like. And this is the adjustment. So they have a little pivot right here. So if I go like this, they pivot, and then you can adjust them for your particular ear. And this is the connectors what they use to charge. So always make sure that these two little guys don't get too dirty. Sometimes they can get covered in grunge from your ear. Make sure they're clean before they contact these. These little pins they're on a spring. So when you put them in, you're going to have to put them in like so, and then you'll look at the charging indicator to make sure they're charging. So kind of unique on how they fit. They're magnetic, so if I hold it upside down, see, I'm just going to go back to me for a quick second. So I'm holding them upside down, and as you can see, they don't fall out of the case. I'm shaking them. It's a pretty good magnet. And we're going to try them on. So I have hearing aids in my ears. I'm also wearing glasses. Now, if you have hearing aids where they already have the loop that goes around the ear, those are called the over-the-ear hearing aids. These would probably not work with those type of hearing aids because the microphone for those hearing aids is going to be back here. I have that style as well. I feel your pain. Most people that are hearing impaired try to get the in-the-ear type because they're more discreet. They're not, visually in people's faces. And when I was wearing them at work, people thought, oh, you shouldn't be wearing earphones. They kept bugging me. You're wearing earphones at work. I'm like, they're not earphones. They're hearing aids, So I would get that a lot. So when you're hearing impaired, it can be a problem sometimes. So anyways, you would simply put them over your ears like so, and then they will fit just like that, and then they'll have that, and then you can have your controls there. Now I noticed that I've got plastic on plastic contact, so just be a little bit gentle when you're putting them around because you're coming in contact with your other hearing aids. So if you're like me, they'll fit, but it shouldn't be a problem getting them on there. And then let's just put this side on there to show you this side. They go on pretty good, and they hug pretty well too. Now I did look this type of I keep wanting to call them hearing aids, these earphones up, and these little guys they've got like the minimal amount of waterproof rating, so they're not meant to be worn by the swimming pool, that sort of thing. Now I would imagine that they're okay for, if you're sweating, drizzle, that sort of thing, probably be okay. But if you're caught in the middle of a rainstorm, put these away. I think they have an IP4 rating, and there are several ratings above that, but at least they have something, which is good. So it's not like they don't have any rating at all. They do have a rating. It's just the lower end of the rating scale. And I have a feeling that that is mainly because of the style of earbud that they are. So I'm going to get the app. I'm going to link it to my phone. I'm going to hook these up, and then we're going to take a look at the app and see how well that works. Okay, so I installed the app on the phone, and you go into the Google Play Store. It's under Soundpeats, S-O-U-N-D, Peats. I'll put what that looks like on the screen so you know which one to look for. It is Google Play certified, so it's a safe app. And now I've got it on the phone, and I'm going to go to the downward shot. So this is what it looks like. And it says, welcome to Soundpeats. Select your earphones Bluetooth settings. Let's see, pair a new device. And I'm probably just going to pair a new device. I'm going to open these up because that probably will activate them by taking them out. And I'm looking for something that says Soundpeats Breezy right here. Okay, so we're going to Soundpeats there. And now they're active. It says they're 100% battery. Okay. and they should be working. Okay. I'm installing the Peats Audio app. So, okay. Agree. Okay. Privacy policy, 30 millions. Okay. English voice. Firmware upgrade. Doesn't look like I need that. Enter the app. And then I've got to enter my email and password. Okay, now we're connecting the device. Okay, so they're connected to these things. Okay, got game mode, custom key, movie mode, and dynamic EQ. So that's probably to add more low-end bass. You can disable the touch on them. And what else can you change? Adaptive EQ, classic, bass boost, bass reduce. We can hit the bass boost on there. I've got me, there we go. Okay, so let's see if these things work. I've got them on my phone now. I'm gonna go back to me. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these on my ears and we're gonna see how well they work in conjunction with hearing aids. Okay, so lots of gear today. Okay, so I've got them over the microphones of the hearing aids. Going to test them out. I'm going to go into one of my videos and see if I can play anything. They are working. Okay, so I'm playing one of my videos and I can hear it. So they are transmitting. Okay. All right, so they work. They work. Now it's hard for me to tell you, I better stop this. Okay, so it's difficult for me to tell you how well they sound. And it's difficult to translate that information to you. I can only tell you my personal experience. And as a person that wears hearing aids, I can in fact hear everything quite clearly, which is going on. The other nice thing is that I could also hear my surroundings. So if I had an external television going or something like that, or someone's trying to get my attention by talking to me, that I would also be able to hear. So Soundpeats sent me these at no cost, so I can only state the facts that I can relay to you. It is kind of difficult given the fact that I can't really hook these up to you over the air, over YouTube. It just doesn't work like that. And in a way, I kind of have to give a little bit of an opinion because I have to let you know if they work or not. And they do. They work just fine. I think that these have a place for people that are hearing impaired and have the in-ear hearing aids because they work just fine for me. Or if you're in a work environment that allows you to have music, but you'd still like to hear your coworkers, that's an added plus. You're showing them a lot of respect. And if you need these for safety reasons, you live in a bad area, or you're in an environment that you're unsure of. Maybe you're visiting another country or something, and you just kind of want to know what's going on around you. Or you're in a place where maybe the cars have the right of way and not the pedestrians or something like that, and you need to know what's going on around you. If someone needs to get your attention, they can do so with this style of earbuds. So in conclusion, I can tell you that the app does what it needs to do. You're going to need to download it from the Google Play Store. I had to do it twice for some reason. I'm not too sure what that's about. Some people have not liked the app, but I didn't really have that much problem with it myself, other than just getting it initially installed, because they do require you to register it, of course, and you got to give them your email and all the rest of the other stuff. So maybe that's what people are referring to. However, I do like the styling. I think the styling is fine. The fit is comfortable. You know, I know that normally I don't give my opinion on things, but it's very difficult with something like this. I wish to thank Soundpeats for sending me these because as a person that is hearing impaired, and by the way, they didn't know that, so this is going to be a surprise for them when they learn this, and they learn that people that have hearing aids would be probably a good market for these, because you know, there's so many of the other style that it's almost like this market here is not as saturated as the other type of market when it comes to earbuds. I will be using these a lot. They can also be used to make and receive phone calls. I'm going to test that out and see. So if I do run into any problems with these, I will let you know in future videos if there's some functionality issue with them. As I said before, having hearing aids and having that accessory, that option of putting music through your hearing aids or answering a phone call, quite often you have to buy a separate device for that. Sometimes they make you buy a device for your phone, and then they make you buy another device if you want to, you know, run it through your TV and that sort of thing. I don't have to do that with this. And for $40, how could you possibly go wrong? I can hear what's coming through these. Now, as a person that is hearing impaired, I can't really be judgmental on quality of audio. In other words, I'm not the best example for that. But I can tell you that they're loud enough that I can hear what's going on, and that's good enough for me. If you were very picky or fussy about your audio, or you think you got very discerning ears, you'll have to judge this for yourself. But for $40, it's not really like you got much to lose. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description. So take care, be safe at work, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.